Hey, what's up everyone, Danny here. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. So the Chase Freedom Unlimited is undoubtedly one of the best credit cards out there for everyday spending, having no annual fee and providing a consistent amount of rewards. So that being said, I consider that adding the Chase Freedom Unlimited to my wallet was one of the best decisions that I ever made. Now, while that's true for me, that might not be true for you. In fact, you might be leaving some dinero and better offers on the table by getting the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So I decided to make this video where I give you a full review, I give you my experiences with this credit card, and I help you decide if this is the best credit card for you or if you should take a better offer. As always, if you enjoyed this video and it provides any value whatsoever, one like, it's greatly appreciated. But let's dive straight into the video, you guys. Alright, so let's start with the welcome bonus that you get with the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So currently, while I'm recording this video, you'll get a $200 intro bonus once you spend $500 within your first 3 months of activating this credit card. Now, one thing that I want to make clear here, because you've probably had other credit cards that give you an intro bonus like this, right? While they announce their intro bonus as cash back, in reality, those points are given to you in the form of Chase Ultimate Reward points. And those points are going to be valued at 1 cent per point. Now, 1 cent per point is going to be at the minimum valuation. I've had covered this topic before when I did do the review of both Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'm going to link those two videos down below in the description. So if you want to see more details on that, just watch those two videos once you get done watching this video. But basically, the way this works, instead of you getting $200 cash back in the traditional sense like you will get with other credit cards, you're going to get the equivalent of $200 in Ultimate Reward points. So one option that you get with these points is to go ahead and use them as a statement credit, and then effectively you will be getting a $200 value. But actually, there's quite a few ways that you can use these Ultimate Reward points that'll have a little bit more value than if you use them as a statement credit. By doing this, you'll be able to increase the value of that intro bonus from $200 to maybe $300, $400, $450. It really all depends on how you actually use these points, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. Now let's talk about one of our favorite topics in this channel, and that's gonna be cash back. Man, we love cash back here. Who doesn't love cash back? Now, one thing that we gotta talk about here is, just like that intro bonus, the categories of cash back that you get here are going to be given to you in the form of Ultimate Reward points. But like I said before in the video, you can still get those points and use them as a statement credit, giving you the same benefit as cash back. So with the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you're going to get 5x points on all travel booked with the Ultimate Reward portal. You'll also get 3x points on all drugstores, 3x on groceries, including takeout and eligible delivery, and you'll get 1.5x points on pretty much every other category of spending. Now, that 1.5% cash back on all other categories is something that makes this credit card extremely popular. Thanks to that 1.5% cash back, a lot of people actually decide to use this credit card as a catch-all credit card and pretty much do all of their spending with this one credit card. Now, I know that a lot of people have this credit card for that one reason. If they're going to buy something that is not in a traditional category, they'll use this credit card to get a 1.5% cash back. Now, one thing that I do have to say here is, depending on your actual setup, that might not be the best way to actually use this credit card, but we'll talk about that again later on in the video. Now, another great thing about the Chase Freedom Unlimited is the fact that it has 0 annual fees, meaning this card is absolutely free to own. Now, since this credit card is pretty much free to own, you can add this credit card to your setup, and if later on down the road you want to switch this credit card out for a different credit card, well, you never paid a dime in annual fees for that. So yeah, and at that price, you really can't beat that. I mean, you can't beat free. And speaking of free things, you know what else is free? Destroying that like button for the YouTube algorithm if you enjoyed this video so far. Now, I know that was a horrible joke, you guys, but all jokes set aside, this greatly helps with the YouTube algorithm. Let's get back to the video, you guys. Just like other credit cards in the Chase lineup, you'll get some other minor protections and benefits with this credit card. These include one of my personal favorites, and that's going to be your purchase protection. Now, this protection is awesome, you guys, because with this protection, if you do buy a product and then later on you decide to actually return this product and that store will not accept that product back, you're going to be covered for up to the full purchase price of that product. And I mentioned this when I reviewed both Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, you're also going to get extended warranties, and you also get trip cancellation and interruption insurance. Now, there are also some limited time offers, which I was hesitant on actually including them on this video, because a lot of times people end up watching this video later on in a future date and those offers are no longer available, but I am going to briefly touch them. Now, from the date of me recording this video all the way up to March 2022, you'll get 5x points on all Lyft rides. You'll also get a complimentary 3-month subscription to Dash Pass. Dash Pass is pretty much just DoorDash's subscription service. So remember early on in the video where we talked about the fact that a lot of people use this credit card thanks to that 1.5% cash back as a catch-all credit card, and that may or may not be the best way to use this credit card depending on your setup. Well, let me explain what I actually mean by that, and how it could be the correct way and how it cannot be the correct way, and how I actually use this credit card myself in my setup. So when exactly is it a good idea to use this credit card as a catch-all credit card? Well, that's going to be for anyone who actually has the older sister or the upgraded version of this credit card, and that's going to be either the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And the reason for that is because whenever you use a combination of the Chase Freedom Unlimited with the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve, for example, in my case, I used to do this a lot with the Preferred, you can actually combine those points for travel, and with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you'll get a higher value than if you were to redeem those points with the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now again, I mentioned how to do this in my most recent videos where I reviewed both Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Now, if you use this method, there are going to be two ways that you can earn higher points or a higher value for those points if you were to just use the Chase Freedom Unlimited by itself. And the first one is that with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, all points that you actually redeem throughout the Ultimate Rewards portal has a 25% higher redemption value. So in other words, if you were going to use those points for travel, you'll get a higher value for those points if you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then it's going to make sense to make all of your purchases with that card, the Chase Freedom Unlimited, transfer your points or combine them with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then redeem those points for travel. And trust me, you guys, this could be a huge difference, especially if you travel a lot and you spend a lot of money in travel or hotels. This could end up saving you hundreds of dollars. And the second way to earn a higher value for those points is to transfer them out at a 1-to-1 ratio with Chase's partner companies. Now, even though this method might be a little bit more difficult and a little bit more advanced, so you might want to do a little bit more research, a little bit more due diligence, right? But generally, not 100% of the time, generally, by doing this method of transferring out your points to partnered companies, you can get up to twice the value for those points. So instead of getting points valued at 1 cent per point, well, you get the drift here, guys. And in theory, by doing this, you can get that 1.5% cash back that you would get with the Chase Freedom Unlimited and turn that to a 3% cash back. Obviously, if you do this combination with both credit cards, both Chase Freedom Unlimited and the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then you actually transfer those points out at a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, one cool thing to note here is that the same way that you're going to be multiplying and doubling that 1.5 cash back on all other categories, well, those other select categories also get doubled. So if you're getting 5x and 3x on those other categories, well, yeah, you're going to get double that now. And notice how I actually mentioned this more exclusively with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. You can do this with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and you'll even get more value. Instead of getting a 25% additional value, you get a 50% additional value on those points that are actually converted. But there's one catch, you guys, just one catch. And that's going to be if you do want to use this setup, or more commonly known as Chase's Trifecta, well, that comes at a price. See, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card comes with a $95 annual fee, and that Chase Sapphire Reserve actually comes with a hefty $550 annual fee. Now, while both of these credit cards actually have really good intro bonuses and ways to actually offset those annual fees, especially throughout the first year, well, after that first year, you really have to sit down and do your math and decide if this route is the best route for you. Now, this is great if you actually have Chase's Trifecta or actually using this for travel, right? If you're planning for travel. But what if you don't have Chase's Trifecta and you actually don't plan to use these points for travel? You're just looking for something that'll give you more cash back. Well, let me give you another option on how to use the Chase Freedom Unlimited in your own special setup to help you save as much money as possible. So another way that you can get more value with this credit card if you don't have the Chase lineup and don't plan to use it for travel is actually combining this credit card with other 5% cash back credit cards. I actually made a video about this, so I'm going to link that again down below in the description so you can watch that later on. Now, to actually do this, what I would recommend is first actually looking at your Chase Freedom Unlimited, and out of those categories that are given to you, determine which is going to be your highest spending category. So let's say for you, out of these categories, restaurants are gonna be your highest spending category, right? Now, if this is a credit card that will give you the highest amount of rewards for that category, use that card specifically just for that category. I mean, only use this card whenever you go to a restaurant, you get takeout, or you get eligible delivery. Then combine that credit card with something like Discover It's cashback card, which will give you a 5% cashback on select categories, which actually rotate every single quarter. Now, in my case, I really don't have overlapping issues, meaning that the categories that are offered to me with the Discover It card oftentimes do not overlap with the benefits that I get with the Chase Freedom Unlimited. For example, from the date of me recording this video, last quarter, I was actually getting 5% cash back on all gas that was purchased with my Discover It cashback credit card. So you can combine the benefits that you get with the Discover It cashback credit card, getting that 5% cash back on that quarter, then use a different category for your Chase Freedom Unlimited, right? And then a third step is to use another credit card, which is called the Citi Custom Cash Credit Card. They'll allow you to get a 5% cash back on pretty much your highest spending category, and that's chosen automatically depending on your highest spending category for that month. So one really good option to do here is, like, again, let's start from the beginning. Use your Discover It credit card to get that 5% cash back on that category for that quarter, right? Then combine that with your Chase Freedom Unlimited to get a 3x cash back on another category that doesn't overlap, and then use your Citi Custom Cash credit card to get 5% cash back on any other category that's not already overlapping between these two credit cards. By doing this method, you're actually getting higher rates of cash back because you're getting 5% cash back on one category, another 5% here, 3x over here, right? And then after all of this, if there are any categories that you're not catching with those 3 credit cards, you can use a really good catch-all credit card such as Citi's Double Cash credit card or Wells Fargo's Active Cash credit card, which will give you a flat 2% cash back on all of your spending. No categories whatsoever. If you aren't going to use those points eventually for travel, instead of getting a 1.5% cash back, you can actually get 2% cash back using one of these 2 credit cards, and then get 5% cash back, or 3 times, depending on what categories you're using, with these other credit cards. I know this sounds confusing, but in reality, to actually do this, you only really need a setup that has maybe 3 to 4 credit cards. That way, you actually have a way to get cash back at a higher rate on pretty much all of your spending. Now, if you did not understand a word that I just said, do not worry. I actually have this entire method more detailed and more calmly explained in this video right here. So if you want to see that more explained and more detailed and figure out how to get 5% cash back on all of your spending, watch this video right here. And if you haven't already watched that video where I mentioned the Chase Sapphire Preferred and all of its benefits and why you should have this card in your wallet, well, watch this video right here. I really hope you understood the breakdown of this credit card, and if you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.